Hey, what's up guys? Sorry for the background sound. We are working on a new mic, a new camera. Everything is coming on the next one. So this is the last time you're gonna hear all this crazy distorted background sound, hopefully. Okay, so today what we're gonna look at is on my Ender 3V2. Unfortunately, the cooling fan, not for the hot end, but for the nozzle and the part cool off, the fan died. So today, actually right now, I just got my replacement fans. So we're gonna dive into replacing that so we can get this guy printing up, back to printing. It's not the craziest to not have it, but you will see on, like, for example, I printed off some of these Mandalorian pieces. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the finish on the bottom, because the no fan cool off, it's just gonna make it a little bit harder to it's gonna make it a little bit harder to actually finish product, or a little extra work for no reason when all it takes is about 2 seconds to put a new fan on. So let's just dive into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, sorry about the shaking there. First thing I'm gonna do is use my Allen key that came with the set. You should have all the tools you need for all the hardware that came with your set when you bought your printer initially, unless it was secondhand, of course. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the cover here and see which fan, because I do have two. I know you can't really see it in the box, but there's the blue and yellow, and there's the red and black. Usually the red and black is for the hot end, but we're gonna take it out just to be extra sure and go from there. So on the Ender 3V2, it's actually, the two bolts are actually behind the plate instead of in front like on most plates. So I'm gonna kind of block your view here for a second while I take that off. So there's that. Let me bring you in here and then I'm gonna put you back on the stand. So it was just two clips. There's just two clips, or two screws, sorry. And then there's a clip. There's actually a clip on this side over here. So let's see if I can get a better view and get you on that. Oh, I dropped the screw. Instead of making you guys a little seasick over there. We're all human, we all drop things. Drop the screw. Okay, so I'll move it over again and show you what I was talking about. So on the back, there's a little clip right here. So when you actually pull it off, you kind of have to pull and then come off on an angle. It's a lot harder to do when you're by yourself, I'm telling you. So I apologize for that. Okay, so now that we have this off, we're just gonna go ahead and set this guy up here. So, and it looks like it is going to be, the one that attaches here, super dirty inside. No wonder it's broken. Can you guys see that? There is the blue and yellow. So that's gonna be the one we're replacing. So we are gonna need our snippers, and we're going to have to take off a couple of the zip ties. Fortunately, that one goes up. And pull back the sleeve just a little bit to expose our wires. Oh, and unfortunately, I haven't replaced this one yet, so this is a learning experience for me as well. We do, unfortunately, have to take out the main hot end fan because it is blocking the bottom bolts for the fan we're trying to change. So that's kind of a pain, but not the end of the world. Again, our hardware should be, or our tools for the hardware should be in here. So important fact I just found out, actually if you look inside of here, beside the fan, so you have your one bolt and then the bolt at the bottom, there's actually, it is a good design. So you take out your Allen key again, and there's a bolt here, it actually slides it right out, and you're no longer attached to it. So that's actually a really good design. So now we have all free range to take this out. I wish I had seen that originally. But again, this is my first time too. We're gonna learn together. But now that I've made the mistake, well, not the mistake, but now that I've already gone through the learning curve, you guys don't have to. So we're gonna take this guy, this is the one that's broken, and there's our fan. So you already know how that assemble goes back together. Put it on here, there you go, that's it. So this goes onto this guy. Your hot end obviously comes out here, and the air comes this way. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Pull up our sleeve. Try and get lots and lots of room so we can actually put this back in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of tape. Just to hold the collar back while I try and do this little splice. No special magic tape or anything, it's just painting tape. Just to give me a bit of room. That's it. Now I don't have to worry about that. While I'm in here, I'm gonna give this a whole cleanup too. But let's get back to what we're doing. So this is the guy we're replacing. And here's the replacement. I mean, I got 2 sets of these, 2 part cooling ones and 2 hot end ones for $20. I did have to wait a little bit. I've been waiting on this for maybe a week, but I mean, I think everybody has to wait a little bit right now. So they give you a ton. Let me show you. They give you a ton of room. I am not gonna run this all the way through down to the main thing and then go into the bore. I'm just gonna slice it. I am gonna leave a lot of extra, so I'll probably go something like that and then just tuck it up inside the sleeve. As you can see, it's got a lot in there. So that's what we're gonna do today. Not the end of the world. You want that fan on more than anything. Okay. So before we try and tuck any more away, let's get our fan back together. Okay. Now there's an opening right here on the bottom of the fan. Can you guys see that? So there's an opening in the bottom of the fan. You obviously want to connect that part to, so there's your fan, the air's going to come out here, and if you look just above, there's a hole. So that's where you want to put your fan into. There. Yep. Now he sits in nicely. And again, these are the Phillips. I don't know why. So that's how he's going to sit inside. Ah, the holes line up really nicely though. The Ender 3V2. Probably the most tedious one I've had to work on. The CR10s and the CR10S Pro, 2-second changes. This one not bad, but a little more tedious. So then we're basically done. All we got to do is put our 2 screws back on. Put our 2 screws back on, and hide the wiring back in here. Put a zip tie. That's it, guys. So we just learned together. Hopefully this saves you the time from having to deal with all that trouble. Big announcement coming up, so if this helped you guys out so you don't have to go through all the trouble, you know you need your Allen keys, you're going to need a Phillips, some snippers, a little bit of electrical tape, and if you have the means of a soldering gun or to solder it, or electrical clipper wiring connectors, then you're even better off than I am. But if you're in a bit of a pickle and you need to just get your printer back up and running, this will help you out. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.